Hi, my name is Noé Moreno, and I'm a licensed mortgage and real estate broker. I'm a proud El Paso native, and I'm here to facilitate real estate and finance transactions. I'm passionate about serving my city, and as a bilingual and bicultural person, I'm excited to actively participate in El Paso's renaissance and growth. My services include commercial and residential real estate, specializing in private money lending, investment opportunities, and commercial and residential real estate brokerage services. To get started, call me at 915-407-4007 or email me at noe@investwithakela.com. Thank you.
Sweet Jesus Radio. Yo, yo, yo. Welcome to Sweet Jesus Radio. I'm your host, Sweet Jesus. My guest tonight, he's a professional wrestler, pro wrestler, also CEO of Lucha Global. I want to welcome to the show the homie Sammy El Wason Santana.
Yeah. You already know.
What's
in the
up,
building.
Yeah. Okay.
Lucha Global.
Hell yeah. And he sounds very comfortable on the mic, of course. He's a pro wrestler. What's up, man? How's your day so far?
Good, man. Just grinding.
Grinding. Hell yeah, man. That's the only way to do it. Now, is there anything particular, anything cool you did today? Or is it just promoting the upcoming event that we'll talk about later, or anything else going on?
Promotion. The coolest thing today, I'm here at Sweet Jesus Radio.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, man. Appreciate it. Hell yeah. So take a sip of my Miller Lite there.
Yeah.
All right, man. So listeners, just a quick background. I noticed Sammy here was promoting an event, and I just thought that'd be dope to have him on the show. Again, you might have seen it on Facebook and Instagram. Really professional looking flyer. I like the video. So let's give the listeners a chance to get to know you, man. Again, it's a very laid back podcast.
Yeah.
So, there's no rules here, man. So just do your thing. But, where did you grow up? Are you from El Paso?
I'm originally from Puerto Rico, Boricua.
Oh, shit. You're born out there?
I was born in Fajardo, Puerto Rico.
Holy shit. All right. Cool. Yeah, I think I saw that on your page. And at what age did you come out here?
The first time I was 6 years old, I went to Chicago. I lived in Chicago.
All right.
And I lived on 26 in Lawndale. I think that's that little village area. Chicago, yeah, back then it was crazy. It's the hood.
There's a lot of Hispanics out there, right?
Yeah, all Mexicans everywhere. That's just little Mexico, bro. Straight up.
Yeah, I think it was back in the days when they were looking for jobs and they had moved up there, Detroit area.
Oh, yeah.
There was a lot of jobs out there. That's why there's a more, Mexican-American community out there. So that was the first time? So there was 2 times? Did you go back?
Yeah, we was there for like about 6 years, 7 years.
Oh, shit, all right.
We moved back to Puerto Rico again. I was already probably like around 11, 12 years old.
Okay. Do you remember, any of your life out in Puerto Rico? Because I know you were pretty young, but anything that you remember, at least for those first 6 years?
First 6 years, not really.
Kind of hazy, huh?
Yeah,
super young.
Yeah, I was super. I remember we lived, like in a big house.
All right.
Because my dad at the time when I was born, he was a judge.
Oh shit.
And so Supreme Courts in Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
So we supposedly had a lot of money in them times. Then all of a sudden, I'm 6 years old. I get moved to inner city Chicago.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm going outside, looking out the window. There's people fighting, shooting each other. And, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
Chicago's nuts.
What had happened is my father, he I don't know what happened in Puerto Rico. I don't know who was trying to kill him because he was a judge, shit. Obviously, right? So I don't know the whole story.
Yeah.
All I know is that he gave up his position, his judge position, and he turned to church. He became a pastor.
Shit. Oh damn.
So we went. Pastors, don't get certain
pastors
in the hood don't make no money.
Yeah, if you're a real one, like
a real one,
a real one, yeah.
And a real pastor don't make no money. So suddenly we go from this, I guess I don't remember this life. All I remember is from
but you had some
from
money.
Chicago and up.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I was supposed to be, in a rich neighborhood, mansion and all that, and suddenly we're living in a, couple 2-bedroom, little apartment.
So
and
he
whatever.
turned to religion
He turned to religion
because they're trying to kill him and shit. Oh,
yeah,
that's
something
the story
like
goes,
that.
something like that.
Something
Yeah.
like that. Threats or
Is your dad
maybe
still
it
around?
was. Yeah, they still around somewhere. I think could have also been. It's a stressful job.
Yeah.
I mean, especially in Puerto Rico, you're putting, all types, and it was all types of people in prison. I mean, it is what it is. You make
that's
that
true.
decision.
All right. And then at some point, he decided to bring y'all out here, or was he part of that trip when you came out here the first time?
To Chicago?
Yeah.
Yes. Well, he took us over there all of a sudden.
Like for
boom.
a better life or something, some other reason?
No,
or?
he wanted to study his theology.
Oh, shit.
He has like a doctorate or something. I don't know.
Shit.
But he gave his life. I mean, he was always Christian, so I
Yeah.
was raised in a Christian home, but I guess that's
Became a
what,
hardcore Christian. Took it to another level.
Yeah, took it to another level. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
all right. And then
me personally, I think he fucked it all up, but it's all good.
you fucked up the mansion.
Yeah. I would have preferred being a rich boy.
Yeah, hell yeah, all day, man. You can still call yourself Christian, Dad. You know what I'm saying? You got to be a pastor.
I know he could just give a lot of money to the church,
Yeah.
and that I would have been fine with that.
Yeah,
you know
do
what I'm saying?
Make some tithing, some donations.
Yeah,
you know,
some big donations.
community outreach, couple little programs, but you ain't got to be poor and shit. Cool, man. So then you go back around 11, 12. How long did you stay out the second time?
Well, couple years.
Couple
You know
years.
what I'm saying? And then what happened is I got some. This is a long story, but I got some.
We like long stories here.
Okay.
Sweet Jesus Radio.
I had, I guess, because I was a rebellious child.
Okay.
So I had problems with my parents a lot.
All right.
So, they decided it was best for me to. I like basketball, so they made me an offer, and I didn't want to be with them because they were so damn strict, and I was already, you know what I'm saying. After Chicago, I came back, I was already thugged out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying. I mean, I'm getting walked to school in elementary by a crew of gangbangers walking me to school because there's in the next street there's another gang
Yeah,
and
of
another
course.
gang, and
Yeah.
so they, I'm the pastor's kid, so they gotta look out for me because at the same time I'm the pastor's kid. But check it out, my dad, he was a judge,
Yeah.
so he's a lawyer.
So he knows his shit. Yeah.
So he would, you know what I'm saying? He would, I don't know if I'm allowed to say all this stuff, but he would go to court and help out Latin kings get out of trouble.
Oh man.
You know what I'm saying? So if I, you know what I'm saying? This is the times like, 90s, who was there? I don't know, there's some named King Gino, and there's several big Latin King guys that you could look them up. But anyways, he would help them out. So obviously, if I'm the pastor's kid, they got to make sure nothing happened to me.
Yeah.
So after that, I was real influenced by it because, you know what I'm saying, growing up, you see them with chains, cars, whatever, money, and we're poor.
Yeah.
So it was like, and hip hop too. Hip hop had a
That's
big
a big
influence.
part of it. Oh yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? You had the whole
Gold chains.
NWA, and you had
It's
all
one of my
that.
favorite groups of all time.
Yeah,
right there,
so
man.
I was heavily influenced by the American culture.
Yeah. American culture. Yeah, just in general, American culture. Abundance.
So I go,
Affluence. Yep.
yeah. So I go back to Puerto Rico, and then I'm like an American kid in Puerto Rico. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to understand how
Different mentality, huh?
crazy mentality, like, because I'm from Puerto Rico, right? Born there. So I'm coming back, and these kids that was with me in first grade, they still remember me. They're now in middle school.
Yeah.
So then in middle school, they're like, "Hey, what's up, Sam? Oh, snap. We haven't seen you since like first grade. Where were you?" Then I start talking all like with my Americanized Spanish.
American,
You know what I'm saying?
Hip
En
hop
español, but con,
a little bit different.
Yeah, with an accent, more American accent.
Yeah, okay, I got you.
So then they start making fun of me.
Oh shit. Hell
So
no.
I'm from Puerto Rico, born there, but I'm getting called gringo everywhere I go.
Damn, I know the feeling, bro. It happens here. I'm Mexican
That
American,
shit.
but sometimes I grew up on the south side.
Yeah.
Well, Paso, so
So I had a lot of problems in school, fighting and
Yeah.
just regular kid stuff.
setting kids straight.
Yeah, that's
smacking
pretty
kids
much
up.
it. Yeah. Eventually they sent me. So my parents. So going back to what I was saying, my parents eventually, since I played basketball and I was good, I got scholarships in
Oh, shit.
Indiana,
Dope.
Missouri. I had several scholarships in high school already to
Yeah.
go play ball in the
That's
U.S.
dope.
So when I was about 13-ish, that's when I got sent to the U.S. by myself. I stayed with some like exchange student program.
Oh, shit. All right.
Even one high school. It was this was already a little further in ninth grade, but they sent me to. It was in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. You know where Lancaster?
I've heard
is?
of it.
Do you know what they got in Lancaster?
A lot of white people. I don't know, man.
You ever heard of Amish?
Oh, okay, they got those.
Yeah, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm coming from Puerto Rico, boom, and suddenly I'm in this town, and there's these carriages with horses, and these people dressed up in these, weird outfits. I'm like, yo, this is crazy. But it was all through my father.
I have heard of Lancaster. You're right. Yeah, on TV.
Yeah. So from Chicago to Puerto Rico, my dad was already, he had finished his school, the pastoring and everything.
Yeah.
So he had ties with the Mennonites.
Holy shit.
So that's how I got put to the Mennonite schools and with the scholarships and all that.
Oh shit. All right.
Yeah,
so
because
your dad played a part in it? Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So so I was gone for a few years.
Damn.
In the US, and then
what happened with the ball? The B-ball.
Yeah, I started
acting
acting up, man. Come on, first time in my life. I'm
Smacking
like
people.
13, 14 years old, 15 years
you're
old.
a baby still.
And then I don't have my parents no more. And they were so damn strict because, you know what I'm saying?
It's like time to spread my wings and shit.
So I was just, I lasted a few years at least. You know what I'm saying?
It's longer than a lot of other people, man. Fuck it. All right, shit. I mean, so how did you end up in El Paso?
El Paso, man.
I make it sound all negative. Ended up in El Paso.
Well, did I end up in El Paso? I think it was more like I was destined to be here.
Yeah. What happened?
Yeah.
How did it happen?
I feel God put me here.
All right.
Cause from Florida, I was living in Florida. I lived in Florida most of my life.
After Lancaster?
Oh yeah. Yeah,
So
I lived
like
in
a
New
lot of
York.
Okay. Oh shit.
Yeah, all over the place. New York
too?
a few
Fuck yeah.
years. Then moved to Miami for like
capital over there.
Yeah. Then moved to Miami for like 10 years or something like that. And then in Orlando, Central Florida, I lived for a while. But from Florida, I moved to Mexico City.
Damn, what the fuck?
Yeah. I was in Mexico City for 5 years.
Damn,
so
something tells me you can make 5 podcasts out of your story, man. more.
Probably. But so yeah, I went to Mexico City. I was there some years. See, this is what happened in Florida about 2006 to 2008, somewhere around there. I started training. I was already bodybuilding.
Oh, shit, all right.
And then I met who was I met? I met so many people through these years. Who was the first one I met?
From the bodybuilding community?
Okay, I met Tommy Taylor from wrestling.
Okay.
He used to work for ROH. He was in
ROH, yeah.
He was in WWE developmental for a while. And then he with him and this man named John, I forgot his last name, but that's how I started training wrestling.
All right.
And this was in Florida.
Okay.
And then from there, it just went on. I trained with, I believe, is in Orlando, Florida. At the time when I was training, Scott Hall would pop in and out. Razor Ramon.
Cool, fuck yeah.
Yeah, he would pop. So I got
Razor Ramon, yeah.
Yeah, so I got a lot. I learned a lot from these different wrestling schools or camps or whatever you want to call them. They were also promotions, though. At the same time, they were running shows.
Okay. And developing the wrestlers.
Yeah, pretty much.
Then somehow you ended up in Mexico City and shit.
Yeah, so what happened is I was married through these, through this time.
Oh, okay.
And then I have a son and a daughter. They're already big, but they're in Florida.
Nice.
But that's where I spent a ton of years, and I was married. So what happened is, after I got divorced, you know what I'm saying? Like I went to California.
Yeah.
Right after separation.
All right.
Wasted like 2-3 years there. Went back to Florida, see my kids, stayed there for a while. And then that's when I moved to Mexico.
Okay.
Don't
incriminate yourself, bro.
I don't want. I can't spill the beans on myself.
Nah, yeah, fuck no.
Even less on someone else. So, but anyway, some stuff happened in Florida.
Fast forward, you're in...
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Like, after divorce, I mean, I'll be straight up about it. shit, we get into it. You know what I'm saying? I'm real, and I think this part of my story represents who I am because I've gone from that to where I'm at.
Yeah, fuck it.
So in Florida, while I was married, I started training several years. After a couple of years, maybe it was 3 years around that point, nobody was giving me an opportunity. But I'm a big dude. I look good. I was already wrestling good. So it was like, why am I not getting it?
Yeah.
You got to understand the wrestling business, there's a lot of haters, just like in everything else, just like in music.
Yep.
They don't want you to take their position. They don't want to shine. They don't want to give you the opportunity.
Of course.
So I met this man. His name is Johnny Torres. Rest in peace. He's an IWA pro from Puerto Rico. So he was in Florida. We became really good friends. One day, I'm telling him my frustrations. I'm like, Johnny. I'm like, man, I don't know about these guys, man. Like, I'm training, doing everything. You know what I'm saying? And I get no shot.
Yeah.
He's like, you know what, bro? At the time, I had several barbershops that I owned in Florida.
Oh, for real? Fuck.
So he was like, bro, I mean, you got the shops, you got money. Let's buy a ring and start our own promotion. You know what I'm saying?
It's one way to do it. That's usually the route I go, you know what I'm saying? Just do it myself.
Exactly.
But that's a lot more money. That's a whole ring.
But at the same time,
venue.
Through all these years, you know, I was an aspiring rapper back in the dumb days.
We were just talking about that, yeah.
Yeah. So I had that same mentality you would have, or anybody that's an entrepreneur. So in music, I was an entrepreneur. So when I translated it to wrestling, I already knew a lot of ways to promote because of the music business.
Shit,
in 2005, I had a record deal with Universal Music Latino for a reggaeton album.
Shit.
Yeah, this is a long time ago.
Damn.
But so I was able to accomplish a few things. Then album didn't go great, whatever. I looked for other avenues. That's how I got into wrestling.
Yeah.
Now, where did I leave off?
You were back in Florida.
Right. The promotion. So we started on promotion and it went good. I mean, first show we got 400 or 500 people. In Florida, that's unheard of.
That's a lot.
That's unheard of. Like probably in any promotion.
For a small, yeah. Your first one.
But the thing is, they knew me from music. Then I had several businesses, local businesses, where we could promote.
Right.
Plus back then it was like MySpace, Facebook was there, but it was,
already
still
starting.
Yeah, it was still young.
What year was this?
This might have been
6 or something.
7, yeah, 7.
Yeah, I think I barely got my Facebook profile in 07, bro.
Right? So 7, 08-ish.
Yeah.
So, but we did a lot of promotion within the community and worked with a lot of people,
Yeah.
I think one of the reasons for our success was just having good relationships with the community.
Yeah, that's
really
a big part of it, man. Once the relationship's built, definitely going to have better results. And was it after that you went to Mexico City after that?
So what happened is,
and then El Paso,
so what happened? We do the promotion. I ran that promotion several years. What happened is, Johnny, as far as I know, had cancer. He never told anybody.
Oh man.
So basically, I had no idea. I feel guilty to this day because I never properly got to say goodbye. You know what I'm saying? And then one day he's just suddenly in the hospital. He's like, man, I'm sick. I'm like, what? I'm like, bro, get your ass over here. What the hell wrong with you? We got work to do.
Yeah.
But the dude was dying.
He didn't tell anybody.
Yeah, and he was supposed to, you know what I'm saying? So he didn't tell nobody. The next day he was gone.
Holy shit, for real?
Yeah.
And rest in peace.
Yeah, man. He was a great wrestler. He was also one of the ones that helped me, with my training and stuff like that. Now, sometime after that, getting back to it, I had problems with, my marriage. That went downhill, I was already separated.
Okay.
So I started drinking a lot, doing drugs and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Drugs and shit. So I went down, failed marriage. My best friend died. A bunch of stuff happened,
That's a lot.
Whatever. Just fucking, it just went downhill for me. And then at that point, I was still dabbling with stuff. I wasn't like, it was more like pain pills and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Pain pills and stuff. But then what happened is, when I really went downhill, I got shot in the head.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, I got a hole right here.
You fucking serious?
Yeah, you can put your finger in it like that.
Damn, what the fuck?
But
That's nuts. I wasn't expecting that.
yeah. So after I got shot, I'm in the hospital several weeks. Morphine, and it's like that addiction went to like, to the worst level. They were giving me like all types of scripts. Like I had 41 fractures, over 41 fractures in my skull. So it's like even when it bounced off.
Yeah.
Like it just hit me, ricocheted. Doctor said it was like a 25 or something. You know what I'm saying?
Damn. Okay.
So it's a smaller bullet.
Yeah.
I don't remember much. So I mean, I was whatever. I just remember when I woke up in the hospital. It was 5 days later. 5 days later.
Holy shit.
So I opened my eyes. I'm like, what the hell's going on? And then I felt the biggest pain in my head, skull, ever. I was like, the nurse comes. I was like, yo, what the fuck am I here? Yo, what's going on? He's like, you got shot. I guess someone was trying to rob you or something like that, whatever.
Yeah.
But then all of probably some hours later, since I had woken up, here comes a police officer talking to me, asking me questions. I'm like, bro, you know what I'm saying? I know where area I was at. It's 2 a.m.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you serious? You know, like, what do you want me to tell you? That I remember their face and this and that? Well, I don't, bro. So it's like...
You have a fucking concussion from hell. Also, you just got a bullet.
I'm like, ain't nothing I can really tell you. If not, I just be making stuff up.
Yeah.
So then they left me alone. And then... refresh my memory.
So we're talking about the journey back to El Paso somehow, but all this shit happened over there in Florida.
Yeah.
With your best friend and then the shot to the head.
So boom. So after that, I
shit.
decided to move to California.
Okay.
Went back to Florida. Then, I just wanted to share the whole drug thing.
Yeah, no, that's a good story.
It's a good drug.
I'm glad you made it, man. I'm glad you're here. Yeah. I'm glad you're still with us here, man.
Well, yeah, because I mean, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people.
Not everybody gets shot in the head and makes it.
Yeah, a lot of people, they might listen to this, be getting fucked up or be in their addiction. But you know what I'm saying? If I made it, anybody could.
Yeah, exactly.
I've been down and out. I've had money. I went from money to being homeless to getting back up again to everything. Yeah. So if I could do it, anybody can. Getting back to now we can go to Mexico.
All right.
So I go to Mexico.
So now we're in Mexico.
Yeah. See, I was already divorced. Divorced. I wanted to get away from the U.S. basically, man, because in the U.S. it was just like it was going downhill for me. You know, I wanted to get away somewhere where I ain't know every single person wherever I went. You know what I'm saying? So it's like. I wanted to kind of fresh start, so I moved to Mexico City. I met a chick over there, dated her for like 5 years.
Holy shit!
And then it's crazy though, because a few years into Mexico, you know what I'm saying. I am doing better at this point. You know what I'm saying. So I met someone at a gym over in Naucalpan. That's in.
How deep is that? That's in Mexico.
That's Mexico City. That's people. So they have a little training place, little gym. You know, it's poor area. It's poor area, man. There's a lot of poverty out there. So,
yeah.
But that's how I got back into wrestling. And this is from the time from Florida to the time to Mexico and California in between. We're talking about like 4 to 5 years that I went because I had stopped wrestling.
All right. Were you still in shape or not? Like you were probably still a stocky dude.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. Even at my worst, I'm still.
Yeah, you're like.
I'm all right.
You're a little, a tank and shit, man.
Yeah. I mean,
is that shit natural? You just always been kind of a stocky
even
dude?
getting high when I was really high. I mean, shit, I'd get skinny, but I'd still be like.
Got the muscle.
Yeah, I'd still have the muscle.
Shit, that might have helped you get some of the striations, man. Get some of the leanness.
I don't want no leanness from no damn
I'm just
pain pills or drugs.
Fucking with you, but I mean, fucking with you, but it's true.
Yeah, man. But and then in Mexico, when I decided to finally come back, I came to El Paso.
Hell yeah.
Cause when you cross the border, I was like, I'm in Mexico. I'm like, man, where could I go, man? Just go somewhere, start over,
Damn.
fresh new life, start from scratch. You know what I'm saying? I'll get a job. I'm a barber for a living.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. You mentioned
So I'll get a job, go to a barbershop, boom, start working, settle down. Because I really wanted to settle down because I knew I was never gonna settle down in Mexico City.
All right.
Not that there's nothing wrong with it. I like it, but you know, you can't make. I mean, there's no money out there unless you know your dad's owns a company somewhere. You know,
it's like there's rich motherfuckers, but it's a small percentage.
Exactly.
Out here in America, there's a lot more abundance and a lot more opportunities and
That's
shit.
right. That's right.
Just in general, you know. From what I know, shit, I ain't no expert, but I love me some America. But okay, so you just random like I'm going to America and El Paso's right there.
Well, I mean, people will be like, man, why do you move to all these places, this and that? Well, as a kid, my parents, you know what I'm saying, they moved me around a lot. Puerto Rico, Chicago, back to Puerto Rico,
so
to Virginia, to this, that. Yeah, so I was in Florida a whole ton of years because I was married. But once that was done, I was like, I didn't know what to do. So I just started going to places. Went to California, went here, went there.
And like, you strike me as a dude that's just, you don't have any, obviously, you don't have the same type of fears that some people might have. Because there's a lot of people that do want to move, but they're afraid of the unknown. And you don't strike, I think I think that kind of motivates you a little bit.
Yeah, tell you the truth. The only place that I was nervous ever about moving was Mexico City.
Well,
that's another country.
I don't blame you, man.
You know, and not because of crime or nothing. I'll tell you, man, 5 years there, nothing ever happened to me. Like, the times I got in trouble over there was because it was my fault.
Okay.
You know,
at the bars or what?
Yeah, stuff. Yeah, I mean,
but it is another country,
to Mexico.
Though.
I got to Mexico and I was like, cool, man. I got off these pain pills from Florida because Florida they got all the pill mills.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Hear all them little rappers from Florida?
Yeah.
Oh, they talk about Xanax and Oxys and Vicodins and all that.
I ain't know that. But it's because a lot of it was the athletes also and stuff. Yep. Yeah.
So
there's a documentary about it.
So I wanted to get away from Florida. I did. I mean, it worked. It worked because I mean, I'm saying I was a drug addict in Florida, and then I was in Mexico City. I was an alcoholic.
Yeah.
So I mean, I thought that was, I
mean, it just happens in stages sometimes, man.
Yeah.
We're talking about it before off air. Before we're talking about that a little bit. So then you end up here in El Paso. Did you go straight to the barber type of profession right away?
Oh yeah.
That's what you know, right?
Yeah. That's all I really know as far as I've been a barber since I was because I told you the story when I was younger.
Yeah.
And I was out the house by the time I was 15 years old.
Yeah.
So when I was 15 years old, that's when, what I'm saying, I was made to be a barber. Like, I don't know how to put this. All right. So I got in trouble. I got forced.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I got forced. I got in trouble when I was 15. And then my probation officer, he was like, look, either you're going back to high school, because if you don't, it's truancy.
Yeah.
And I'm going to violate you and you're going to go to prison.
Yeah.
Or you study a trade.
Okay.
So at 15 years old, I went, it wasn't even barber school. There was no barber schools back then. This is 1990, I don't know, something. So I went to Harrisonburg Beauty School.
Yeah, beauty school. That's what I was going to say. Yeah.
In Harrisonburg, Virginia.
Fucking Virginia?
Well, it sucked. It was 10 months and it sucked. I had, it was terrible. It was a bunch of ladies and like, I'm 15 years old and a bunch of 30, 40-year-old ladies trying to be hairstylists and shit.
But you learned that trade. That's dope, man. There's a lot of people out there that don't have it.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know how to do shit.
Yeah. So, since 16 on.
Shit, man. Well, you're in El Paso now. So I just wanted to get that background, man. And thank you.
You got the background. I could talk forever.
So now we're gonna go into the shit that we kind of know you for. So let's talk about the wrestling. So I know you've already kind of gave us a little bit of background. You had some history in it. What made you want to become a professional pro wrestler, man? Because aside from the bodybuilding, is it can you go into that just in detail? Is that something that
sure.
Just because was it the athleticism part, or did you grow up watching it? But please let us know.
I grew up watching it.
All right.
I have 2 brothers, so we all wrestled as kids. But I mean, I never thought about it. It was because of my son.
Oh, okay.
My son, when he was 6, he loved Rey Mysterio.
Oh yeah, that's a favorite.
Rey Mysterio Jr. Yeah, so he had the whole outfit and everything, and then
that's dope.
Yeah, mask, pants, the whole 9. And I was like, man, I want to do something special for my kid so he always remembers me no matter what happens to me.
Hell yeah.
So I did it for him so he could look up to his father.
Okay. That's
you know what I'm saying? And once I did, then I started loving it.
Okay, so it's
Because then it brought back my childhood, the good memories from my
Yeah.
childhood. So the good memories from my childhood was wrestling.
hell yeah.
Wrestling with my brothers, backyard, all that stuff.
Which era are you from, man? Because I grew up watching. I'm older, I think, man. I'm sure I'm older than you. I'm from WCCW shit. I used to watch that shit,
WCW,
the Von
that's
Erichs
my
and
era.
shit like that. You know what I mean?
I'm going to be 39 years old in
Okay,
March.
you're right behind me. You're right
Yeah,
behind me.
39 years old in March, so it's
I'm 40,
same
I'll
era.
be 44 this year.
WWF,
Yeah.
WCW.
Yeah,
And I mean,
WCW, NWA before it was WCW. No,
And I was
yeah,
still-
NWA.
and I was still a teenager when you had, I was a young teenager. The whole the WWF and WCW, the wars,
Yeah,
Monday Night
that's
Wars.
the
That's
back and forth
yeah,
shit.
the number
That was-
Monday night,
That's around when I started
Monday
not
Night
watching as much,
Nitro,
but yeah,
and all that. Yeah.
the crossover shit. Cool, man. So, and the name El Wason, listeners, his stage name or ring name is El Wason. What's that about, man?
Wasong is Joker.
Oh,
So it's
okay.
like-
I never knew that.
This guy, his name's Juan Leon from Naucalpan. He lives in Naucalpan. He lives in El Tejocote, they call it.
Okay.
And he has a little gym. It's called La Cima. That's where I started training again after stopping for like 5 years.
Okay.
And then it was in Mexico City. And then he was like, man, at the time I had my hair's curly. My natural hair is curly. So I had like long curly hair. He was like, man, you got tattoos. You look all crazy. You should do a Joker gimmick.
That'd be dope. Yeah, it's dope, man.
And I was like, nah. Like everybody in the gym, the other wrestlers too, they're like, man, you should do the Joker, man. You should be. And I'm like, nah. Like I ain't accept that shit for like. It took me like 6 months before I sprayed. The first time I used the spray to paint my hair green.
Yeah, green.
And then I did it, went for a show, and like as soon as I came out, like people went
People
crazy.
liked it.
Yeah, people liked it. So
So that's what that word means. I never even knew that.
yeah, Wason.
All right, cool. Now, as far as, because I was, of course, doing a little research on your page, what's Star City Entertainment?
Well, that's the original. That's a promotion company.
Okay.
It's just for like promotion and marketing.
All right.
The actual wrestling
Then
company is Lucha Global.
Under that, it's
Exactly.
the umbrella. Okay.
Exactly.
All right, so let us know about Lucha Global, man, how you started it, everything in between, where you're at now.
Yeah, there's a good story behind this
Hell
too.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
So boom. Okay, I get to El Paso. I actually wrestled for one promotion. I'm not gonna name names. Can't give them the credit.
All right. That's understandable.
Yeah. But I wrestled for a promotion here, local promotion here in El Paso. I don't even think they exist anymore. But I just didn't agree with certain things. I don't talk bad about people. That's one thing I don't do. I just didn't agree with certain things. And they might have felt that way about me or whatever, or who cares? It didn't work out. Sometimes things don't work out.
Yep, it's life.
So I was like, man, screw this. I don't want to go through the same bull crap as in Florida, where they're going to hate on you, talk bad behind your back, politics, right? So I was like, man, I'm going to just focus on the barbershop and do my thing. So that's what I did for like a year.
Yeah.
And then it's been about 6 months that I've been back in wrestling. Now, how I started, I talked to these promotions, several local promotions, and I'm like, look, I want to work. I'm back. They gave me the runaround. So I was like, okay, cool. All right. So nobody wants to give me work for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Because I disappeared or because whatever,
Yeah,
because I chose to do something else. Look, I'll tell you something. The day I stepped to El Paso, I don't have nothing to hide. I ain't even have a place to live.
Right.
Obviously,
Yeah, you just
I just came from Mexico City.
Yeah, I just walked in
all I
there.
had is my car. Boom. Oh yeah, this crazy. I had a Texas plates the whole time in Mexico City.
What the fuck?
That's gangster. But we're not going into that. Now, I get back in my Texas plates, cross the border, boom, boom, boom. So I needed to get my life together.
Yeah.
So I focus on other things. Now, when I want to come back into wrestling, now because I had to get my life together, nobody wanted to open the doors for me.
Now you're just
I was like, okay, whatever. Boom. So I start doing little live videos.
Okay.
dissing wrestlers, talking crap, making fun of them, naming names, just getting attention.
Yeah.
At first I'd get 1 or 2 people watching my lives on my Facebook. At some point, I've had up to like 80, 100 people looking at my lives at one point. So for locally, that's good. So I've done about, I don't know, well over 100 live videos on just stupid stuff. You know what I'm saying? But that's how I build my fan base.
All right.
So what happens? The local companies are like, yo, this guy is like, he's not, I hadn't even wrestled, but he has everybody's attention.
Yeah.
So then
talking shit online and shit.
Yeah. So I end up getting a booking.
All right.
And I wrestled a couple of times, but this is the thing. It was only for one promotion. So there was still several other promotions that weren't opening the doors to me.
All right.
And I want to work. I ain't want to sit around and wait for someone to give me a call to be like, hey, yo, Sammy, hey, could you work on the 16th or whatever?
Yeah.
So I started my own company.
That's the way to do it, man. That's the way to do it. And just kept the name kind of simple, Lucha Global. Or is there any story behind that at all?
Well, I
kept it.
I used to watch on Netflix years ago. On Netflix, there was a company called Lucha Underground. I don't know if you ever heard of them.
Nah.
It was on Netflix. They're very,
Really?
yeah, they're very good, reputable company. They're not from El Paso, but I was like, it'd be cool to do something like that,
Oh, yeah.
And see, at the time when I named it, like I knew of 2 promotions here, because I wasn't into the wrestling scene, so I wasn't, what I'm saying, like I was just like, it's a cool name. That's basically it.
It's also, it's kind of thinking big because you're calling it global. So
Exactly.
That's dope, you know what I'm saying? Not limiting yourself.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah, I like that shit. All right, man. Shit, I know you were talking about, I saw, on your page and online, you had signed, I believe, a certain wrestler, right? Big Daddy?
That's correct.
Can you tell us about that?
Well, Big Daddy, he's been around for a while. I remember I used to watch him over in FCW on TV in Florida.
Oh, for
FCW is WWE Developmental.
Oh, shit.
Have you heard of NXT?
The wrestling?
WWE NXT.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah. But explain to the listeners what developmental means as far as in that
Developmental.
world, in that
Okay, developmental is when you come into WWE, they're interested in you, that you sign a contract with them, you're getting paid, you're part
Kinda
of
like the minor
WWE,
leagues.
but it's the minor leagues of
Yeah.
WWE.
Uh-huh.
I guess
Then
it's
might get
comparable
called
to
up.
that.
Yeah, okay.
Exactly. So
Just so the listeners know what's up.
now what's happened? Well,
That guy's yoked. I saw a picture of him, and he's a big
yeah.
dude.
Now, he's done. He worked for them, so I had seen him already.
Yeah.
So I knew of him.
Yeah.
Right now he's with Consejo Mundial de Lucha Libre.
Right way.
He works for them, Consejo Mundial de Lucha Libre. That's CMLL.
Oh, okay.
It's-
That's what that CMWL means. Okay, I saw that.
That's correct.
And that's in Florida?
No, that's Mexico City.
Oh, shit.
That's
All right.
Arena Mexico, Mexico Arena, that's the top promotion in all of Mexico
Damn, so you gotta
as a country.
that's a good score then for you.
Yeah, he's very, he's known and he's big. He has a name. He's been with WWE, which is FCW,
Yeah.
developmental.
Shit, yeah.
Exactly, and he's worked for a lot of big companies. I mean, he's been around for a while, man, and I'm happy that he's coming to El Paso.
Hell yeah. So now this is just a side question. I was just wondering, man, because since you're an expert in that field, but because he's a brother, is there a lot of brothers wrestling out in Mexico?
There's not.
No.
There's-
Okay, so I was wondering.
Yeah, I mean,
All right. So he's one of the few.
yeah, he might be.
He's-
There's a couple. Maybe, yeah, a couple.
I was just curious, man. Yeah,
A
but he's
couple.
a big dude.
Yeah.
he's yoked. Oh yeah, man. So of course that leads me to my next question. I know you have an event coming up, so let's take this time to promote it before we move on to the next question and whatnot. But yeah, man, let us know what it is. Give us all the details. I know what it is, but just for the listeners, I'd rather them hear it from you. You know what I'm saying?
All right, so our permanent location is the Elmeda Shriners Auditorium. We are there every month.
All right.
So we're doing a show every month for the moment. The next show is Saturday, January 18th
Okay.
at 7 p.m. And that's at the Shriners. It's a very nice place, man. I mean, it's the best venue in town. You know what I'm saying?
I've even been there. I know the name, but
it's spacious. We got $2 beers.
Oh, for
I mean,
real?
they have
Shit.
snacks. It's very comfortable. It's a really nice place, man.
you had me at beers. Well, because the flyer I saw had the February 23rd date.
Exactly.
Is
That's
that
when.
something separate.
Yeah, that's when Big Daddy.
Oh, okay,
That'll
that's
be his
his
first appearance
premiere,
with Lucha Global.
Okay. That's why. All right. Yeah, it's a dope looking flyer. All right, so it's monthly. Okay, shit, I know that. I gotta make it out now. So how does that work, man? Do you have because you said there's different promotional companies? Just kind of explain to me and the listeners so that we kind of get the gist of how it works. But I mean, is there any other promotional companies besides yours? Because I know they've come and gone over the years.
Oh, you mean wrestling?
Yeah,
in
wrestling.
El Paso? Yeah, there's a few.
There's a few?
There's a
Okay,
few.
so
still.
do you guys all kind of borrow or use the same wrestlers?
See, I'm not. That's
or
what
do you have
everybody
your
else
own
is
roster?
doing. Exactly. See, I'm establishing my own roster.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
You know, first of all, that's what I'm doing different.
Okay.
Establishing my own roster. With Big Daddy being one of them.
Oh yeah.
So I'm looking more long term thing. You know, a lot of times these promoters they do the short term. Hey, let's book them for a show and
Make a little money. Yeah.
make a little money and buy. You know,
Yeah.
but yeah, that's. I mean, if it works for them, cool.
Yeah.
I'm trying to do something different. Have people with experience, with big names on my roster. You know, people want to. What are you doing? What's your vision? My vision is to be like a local WWE or a local NXT FCW thing. What they do.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's have top level guys all here mixed with a few locals.
Yeah.
And just run a big show because first of all, I have to take care of the locals.
Yeah, of course.
So I can't use all of them because there's like 100 wrestlers out here.
Oh, for real?
but-
Shit, I didn't even know.
Yeah, man, there's a lot. I mean,
That's dope.
but you know the ones that you know they're giving us opportunity to work with us and us with them. I mean, we're gonna use them,
Make it happen.
make it happen. Yeah.
Hell yeah, man. So shit. I'm gonna go into I think we got a couple of questions from people. Let me see. Go over there. This is the second time I fuck up, so it's my fault. But because I did a podcast last night, and I typically give the listeners more time to put questions. But yesterday and today, I did it kind of late. But we got a couple
sorry.
questions. Okay, so I'm just gonna read the name and the question word for word, listeners. Tom Hoffman Shelton the third.
What up, Tommy?
Damn, he sounds rich.
Oh yeah. I think his father was a king in England or something like that.
That name sounds like a character in some kind of British movie or something.
He might be a
Netflix
prince.
original. Yeah, he's a prince.
He might be
comes from
maybe French,
royal
maybe.
blood. Yeah.
Yeah.
He says, I'm thinking of Thurston Howell the third. Every time I see the third, it just it fascinates.
You know what's funny? Samuel Pagan the third.
Oh,
Also,
for real?
yeah, Tommy, you and me got that in common.
What's the last name?
Pagan.
Oh, okay.
Pagan. Samuel
Where's
Pagan.
Santana from?
That's my my
Is it the
wrestling
alter ego
name.
show? Oh, okay,
yeah, the
okay,
alter
okay,
ego
okay.
thing.
All right,
yeah,
all right.
I try to separate
So
the
you're
two.
Pagan? Okay, cool.
I'm not as crazy as my my promos.
All right, so he says, ask him what he plans to do to stand out amongst other local wrestling promotions in town. Asked by Tom, what Top Rope Tommy? I guess is he a wrestler? He's calling himself Top Rope Tommy
He's
with the shades, with the sunglasses. Emoji.
I'm not that I know of, but
now he
that's
is.
his nickname.
He's
He
giving
just
you a hint.
yeah.
He wants to get.
Yeah, he might be debuting
enlisted.
soon.
Yeah, exactly. There you
He
go.
might be debuting at Lucha Global soon.
Is he a buddy of yours or no?
I've met him once
Okay,
in person.
Cool. Yeah, well, we talked about that a little bit already about the difference between some of your vision and some of the other promotional companies. But if you want to go, maybe speak a little further, a little bit more detail, just to answer his question. Just stand out.
I'm looking long term. So long term would be to do things different, which would be having good names on my on the roster.
The big names, yeah.
Yeah, some as big as we
How
can,
about
you know.
at the event, because I haven't been to a local wrestling event ever, bro. So now I'm getting excited about going to yours. But is there anything you do different at the event?
So I'll break it down. You have two styles. You have several different styles. You have,
Okay.
in Japan they wrestle a certain way. Mexico wrestles a certain way. American style is different. Mexican style. So what I'm doing is I want to fusion both
Okay,
the Mexican and the American style.
Dope.
So people, because lucha is big here, but I mean we're still in America.
Yeah.
And that's cool. But wrestling also, it recycles, and everything recycles. Brands, clothing, music, everything recycles. So I can last here long term. I don't want to be recycled.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
So if I fusion the two, which I'm not the only one that started that. It's not my creation.
Yeah.
There's several other big companies across the U.S. doing that.
Yeah, but I see the point.
And they're being successful with it.
Yeah.
So if I can be successful with that here in El Paso, Texas, whatever it may be, whatever opportunities I get, then that's what I'm doing.
All right. Well, thank you, Tom, or Top Rope Tommy. Second questions is the only other question we got today because of my fuck up. But it's Iggy Samaniego. He says, I want to know if he had a chance to pile drive Trump, how hard would he drop him on the concrete?
Okay, the only reason in the world why I would pile drive Trump would be if he lets anybody bomb us.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, as long as America is untouched, I'm happy.
Okay, so there you go.
And takes care of our troops.
Hell yeah.
Most importantly, that are out there on the front line.
We definitely got to take care of them. Yeah, Iggy Samaniego, he's actually, do you know him?
No.
No, he's a comedian. He's a local stand-up comic.
Oh, cool.
Really, he's been on the show before.
Nice.
We haven't released his episode, but it's coming soon. I actually had him a few weeks ago. So thank you, Iggy, for the question there. All right, man. So aside from that, I'm gonna put you on the spot, man, because you told me you rap, bro.
Hey,
you remember any of your verses?
Jesus
your
Christ.
writtens? Or unless
See,
you
that's
go
the
off
thing
the
I
top.
used to freestyle.
Shit, well, let's do that.
I don't even know if I can freestyle no more. How long it's been?
I'll take it out if you don't like it.
You got to give me some beats or something.
Nah,
you got to be ready.
I can't do beats.
Oh, no, I can't do acapella right now.
Nah. All right,
Nah,
shit. I tried, listeners. All right, man, shit. I think we got enough, man. We got some good material here. We do appreciate you sharing your stories. Unless, is there any other crazy stories that you can think of that you want to share? Because the listeners love the stories.
Crazy stories.
Do you remember your first street fight?
Well, I was a child. No.
Or how about a crazy street fight? That's not going to get you in trouble.
Woo.
There's been which one? How much time you got?
Oh, well, yeah, I got a crazy story
there you go,
for you.
Man.
I got, oh my God, I don't know if I can. I can't legally say this because I mean it was self-defense.
Totally up to you, buddy.
It was self-defense. All right, so I'm at this hospital, and I'm just sitting there. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm talking to the nurse. It's actually a psych hospital.
Okay.
This is, it's okay. So, I'm a big guy. People see that, so it's like nobody. I've never had a fight where it was fair and I got beat up. I've gotten, but I will tell you the other side of it. Yeah, I get sucker punched.
Oh yeah, that's happened to me several times.
I get sucker punched. So I'm there. I'm at because I was getting clean off pills and whatever. So I'm at a psych place where they detox and whatever. Okay.
Gotcha. Then
I'm standing there facing the nurse, talking to her about I don't remember what. Then suddenly this dude's like 6'4" or something.
Holy shit.
6'4", 6'5", but he's not there for detox. He's there because he has, he's crazy.
Yeah, he's crazy.
Because they mix you all up with everybody.
Yeah, of course.
He's crazy. So he's like hallucinating. And I don't know what.
And he's huge.
So suddenly I look back, boom! He just punches me right in the lip. I got a scar right here.
Thoughts of this day. Oh, I see it.
Yeah. Bust my lip. I'm like, yo, what the, And then they hold us, like, there was nurses, because I was at the nurse station. So there's like 4 or 5, boom, they're separating. He just hit me once, and I'm like, what the, Yeah. He's like, no, you're okay. I was bleeding. I had to get like, it was 14 stitches.
Holy shit.
But this was maybe a few years ago. So,
Oh, for real?
So, I'm it's just a punch, no big deal. And they're like, nah, just leave it alone. He's hallucinating. I don't know whatever. So they went and put him in somewhere in some room.
Yeah.
But that's a crazy story.
Damn.
I got punched. 14 stitches on my lip.
By some 6'4"
Yeah.
crazy dude.
Yeah, I know.
Damn, man. That's crazy. All right. Shit. Thanks for sharing that one, man.
No problem.
All right. So we're getting close to wrapping shit up, man. Is there anything else you want to say to the listeners before we wrap shit up, before I give my thank yous? That includes plugs, shout outs. Oh, you got to call. Are you down? I don't know if you started down to do that. All right, listeners, because we had talked about calling Big Daddy, who we were just talking about. That'd be a great way to end this shit.
That's a great way to end this show.
You told him about it already?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Send him a message.
I'm sorry. I'm curious to hear this shit.
Where's he at? Well, let me see.
You gonna call him through Messenger or what?
Yeah, probably.
Oh, yeah.
It's quicker.
Yeah, listeners. So we had talked about getting CMLL superstar Big Daddy on the show.
You could talk to him.
What do you want to tell him?
Big Daddy.
What up, Sammy?
What up?
Big Daddy.
Much, none.
Hey, I'm here with Sammy, man. This is Sweet Jesus from Sweet Jesus Radio, man. It's my podcast.
What's up, bro? Good to see you.
Hell yeah, dog. So we were, of course, talking about the upcoming event and the signing to of course, Lucha Global. And we're wrapping things up, so we just wanted to get a couple minutes of you just to say hi to the listeners and promote the event, and again, kind of just give us a quick background about yourself, man.
Definitely. We can do that. Not a problem. Let's make it work.
Hell yeah. So yeah, whenever you're ready, man. You're on speakerphone right now.
Right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're on right now.
All right, great. Let's go for it. Big Daddy Yum Yum's in the house. Glad everybody's listening.
Hell yeah. So can you give us a little bit of a background about yourself, man?
Well, definitely. I'm from Shreveport, Louisiana. Born and raised, and went to Louisiana Tech University, got a degree in aviation management, and I've been watching wrestling since I was 5 years old, watching Mid-South for wrestling, the Von Erichs at World Class, and just always loved watching wrestling. So while I was in college, my little brother called me up. He was like, man, there's this new wrestling school that's opened up, blah, 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 blah. Go and look for it. It's Dr. Death Steve Williams. Used some of my financial aid money for my refund and went to wrestling school my last year of college, and just been doing it ever since.
Hell yeah, man. That you're bringing up some old school names. You're bringing up some memories for me here, man. Von Erichs, Dr.
Yeah,
Death. I was big on that.
I've been watching for a long time. Like I used to love Iceman, King Parson.
Oh man,
Kevin Von Erich.
You're bringing up the old school stuff.
Man, I saw
Terry Taylor
was part of the Blade Runners, when Ultimate Warrior were a tag team.
Yeah, Sting used to have all these.
I remember Rick.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. I was going to say I remember Rick Rude when he used to get beat up on Mid-South every week.
See that one? You're going deeper than what I know. But yeah, definitely.
Yeah, Rick Rude was a little skinny dude. He used to get beat up every week.
Yeah, I remember the for example, the first version of the Four Horsemen back in the days. That's how far I go back. Who was it? Tully Anderson or something like that. And you had, of course, what's his name? Ric Flair. But the original, I think WCW used to be called NWA back then too. Mm-hmm. Yeah, back in the days, man.
Yeah.
But we just wanted to touch base with you, man. Say hi real quick and give you an opportunity to say hi to the listeners. But I'm just gonna.
I'm glad y'all put me on, and make a long story short, I'm Big Daddy Yum Yum. I went and wrestled at CMLL. I headlined the biggest lucha show this year, in the 86th anniversary show for CMLL. I also headlined the Grand Prix tournament for 2019 at CMLL. So I'm kind of a big deal.
Hell yeah!
I wrestled in El Paso. I don't know, maybe 12 years ago. So I spent 12, the 13 years since I've been to El Paso. So
we're glad to have you back,
Lucha
man.
Global, talking to them, and the management at Lucha Global, and we just came to agreement that I live in Shreveport, Louisiana. Big Daddy Yum Yum's gonna fly down there and check out El Paso, see if it's anything like I remember. Eat some food.
Oh, it's better, man.
And kick some ass while I'm there.
Hell yeah. No, it's a lot better. It's even better than what it was before. So we're gonna definitely welcome you back with open arms, man. So I'm gonna pass the phone here to Sammy here, but I appreciate you, man. Thank you for talking to us. All right.
Definitely. Thank y'all for having me.
Thank you, bro.
All right, Sam. Be
All right.
safe, and I'll see you soon, man.
You too. Be safe, man.
February 23rd. With me and you might lock up. You never know.
You never know.
I want to be a manager.
I'm just saying. I'm equal opportunity. This ass with me right
Oh, it's like that. Okay. Yeah. I got something for that. Oh no, yeah. You're gonna have some competition down here. This is El Paso, baby.
All day. You heard it here first.
Oh yeah.
I've been to New Japan Pro Wrestling. I want to see what El Paso got.
All day.
You gonna get it here.
So I'm gonna sneak out under the apron and shit.
Yeah, it's gonna.
Now, I hope all the people come out and see it too.
Oh yeah, they will.
All the pretty ladies. You also out there.
Oh, we got plenty of those.
You also more guapo.
Yeah, we got the ladies. That's for sure, man.
I heard there's some good-looking ladies in El Paso, man.
All day.
Everywhere.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Everywhere.
So we're going. Oh, everywhere.
Yeah, all sides of town.
Well, obviously,
I might stay for a while.
We're gonna take you south of the border.
Who knows? Who knows?
I got my lady at home. She's the most beautiful one, though. So.
Oh, good.
There you go.
You like Rick
Same
the
here.
Dragon Steamboat. I'm like Ric Flair. I'm going out.
Oh shit.
You're going home to the family and kids. I'm going out. We're gonna go party.
Let's do it.
Yeah, we got some spots out here for sure.
That's what's up. I'm just saying, all these people need to come out and see this show because it's gonna be some really good wrestling. I know I'm not the only one. How many matches we got on the show?
5.
5 matches. All right.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Does it
great.
include mine? Does it include mine or not include mine?
There might be some changes from here to there, but that's including yours.
I'm thinking about bringing some friends with me.
Oh,
so we might have to add something then. Yeah.
Yeah.
I might bring some friends with me. I roll with my whole entourage.
Just got better, listeners. Y'all better show up.
Yeah.
I'm going.
So, I think
get me reinvigorated.
that's a great idea. Have some surprises for all the fans.
Yeah, y'all better come out and see it. You never know who I might bring. I might bring a lady wrestler. I might bring a guy wrestler.
That'd be dope.
I might bring an exotico wrestler. You just never know about this guy. I know a lot of people.
You're getting me excited about this wrestling again.
In the limo.
Oh shit! Yeah, I'm getting excited about this wrestling again. Oh yeah, I'm gonna be there.
So where's the show gonna be at? Now I heard Lucha Global has their own exclusive event hosting place for us to do the show.
Yeah. Almeida Shriners Auditorium.
Hell yeah.
Okay. It's pretty nice looking in there.
It's beautiful.
Dressing room now.
Beautiful. Oh, yeah. Everything is top notch. Top notch.
All right. On my gift basket when I get there.
Oh shit.
I bought that yesterday, so we're good.
Edible arrangements. You're gonna get an edible arrangements, dog.
I like you. We're gonna have a good time. It's gonna be great. Everybody got to come out.
It's gonna be amazing.
Man, I'm a Big Daddy Yum Yum fan, dog.
Hey, I'm jealous right now.
You got a new fan, dog.
I'm jealous right now. I'm jealous.
What you jealous of?
Man, I'm here for like last 45 minutes, spilling out my life story, telling them the ins and outs of my struggles and tribulations. And now he's a Big Daddy Yum Yum fan. Like, what the heck?
He's a charismatic guy.
The reason is because you're not actually you're not 256 gallons of pure milk chocolate.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
That might have something to do with it.
I'm 240 pounds of butter pecan Rican.
Butter Puerto Rican, yes.
Oh yes.
Yes. That is awesome.
Yeah. I just made it
Now
up.
I got a friend from Puerto Rico. His name's O.T. Fernandez. Have you heard of him? He's from Puerto Rico.
I think
I
so.
met him when I was in Mexico. He's really good.
I gotta check out his work.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
check
let's
him out.
get
His
him in
name's
El Paso.
O.T. Fernandez. He went back to Puerto Rico. I don't know, maybe in October,
Okay.
somewhere like that. So he
Okay.
should be right there right now, but he's supposed to be coming back this
Pull
summer
up his Facebook page.
Yeah.
to Mexico.
Oh yeah.
But a
Well,
real good friend of mine. He's really good though.
we might have to bring him out.
It's real nice. Yeah, O.T. Fernandez.
Might have to bring him out to Lucha Global.
Hell yeah. The more the
Man,
merrier,
he
as long as they're
got jacked, too.
professional.
Like when he went back to Puerto Rico, I don't know what it is in the water. Them Puerto Rican boys get swole quick.
Oh yeah, that's that pernil en arroz con gandules.
Holy shit. God bless you.
Man, he got jacked quick, man.
Gesundheit.
I'm like, oh man, Omar.
Yeah.
But he'll be a good addition.
Yeah,
You know,
man.
Lucha Global's doing some big things. We're getting a lot of stuff out there. It's gonna bring some new talent into the area.
Oh yeah.
All day, Sammy, working hard, hardest
Not just
working man in the
first, there'll be
business.
Plenty more.
That's right.
But
We
definitely,
good, we
man,
good.
I'm glad y'all hit me up and let me come speak to your audience. And I look forward to being down in El Paso very soon.
It'll be an honor.
Oh yeah, we appreciate it,
Definitely.
Big Daddy.
Definitely, guys. Well, I appreciate y'all, man, and y'all just hit me up anytime.
Oh yeah,
Thank
man.
you.
Thank you, bud.
Yes, sir.
Definitely. Y'all have a good
All
night.
right,
You
we'll
too.
see you February.
Good night.
Peace. That guy's cool, man.
Yeah, super cool.
Hell yeah. Oh yeah, Tesh, we
My
appreciate.
peoples.
Yeah, that guy's really cool, man. He took the time out of his day to talk.
Yeah, man.
You know, I wanted him to go a couple minutes, so he went longer. So we appreciate it. Here on Sweet G's Radio, we got the details. We got a piece of his personality. So, of course, so listeners, you know, be grateful
And no matter who you are, where you are, be humble.
all day, man. Be humble, man. Except when you're in the ring.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, with the fans,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
and your business dealings and whatnot,
Yeah.
all day. All right, Sammy. So, El Wason, let us know, man. Give us those plugs, those thank yous, those shout outs before we wrap up.
I want to shout out my homeboy, Fernie. I want to shout out all my luchadors
Hell yeah.
that are with Lucha Global. Let me go down the list real quick. Am I
Hell
able
yeah.
to do that?
Take your time.
Cool. Right here. Bam.
All day, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, listeners, at the moment, if you're listening to audio only, he's going to. We're pulling up the list of the
Pulling
roster.
up the list
roster's
right
coming
here,
up.
right now.
Got to pull up the roster,
Boom.
make sure we don't miss anybody. You know what I'm saying?
All these right here. Shout out
Who we
to
got?
Cesar
Who we got?
Niebla Jr. Shout out to Mystican. Shout out to Clásico Lucha Punk. Shout out to Raven Morning Star. Shout out to Norinco Valentino. Shout out to Chemo Pierre Anthrax. Shout out to Jaguar. Shout out to the best La Dinastía Bestia.
Ay, güey.
The Bestia Dynasty. Shout out to Silverhawk. Shout out to Ecstasy. Shout out to Ray Guerrero Jr. And all my peoples, everybody involved, man. Fernie, what up? I got you.
Damn, they got some cool ass names. They got Silverhawk. That used to be a cartoon back in the day, dog.
Yeah, that's my boy.
Oh yeah, that was a dope ass cartoon too. So I think I found one of my favorites there. It felt a little weird, you know, referring to a grown man as Big Daddy, but you know, I'm gonna be rooting for him.
Yeah, I mean, it takes some. Well, I
I'm
mean,
just fucking
honestly,
joking around,
I usually call him by his real name normally. You know.
Like, hey, Big Daddy, yum yum.
Yeah. Imagine in public,
whole-
you're at the mall.
Big
You're at the
Daddy.
mall. Two big swole up guys. Hey, Big Daddy, come here. What the?
Then
You know what I'm
yum
saying?
on top of that.
Be like, what the fuck?
That's what I'm saying. I was like, holy shit. Oh yeah, man. So any other plugs? Give us the Instagrams, the Facebooks, all that. Where can they find you? You know, Lucha Global, and of course your personal or your of course your wrestler.
Mine's
page.
just Sammy El Wason Santana.
That's El Wason is spelled
El Wason with a W.
EL space WASON.
That's correct.
All right.
EL space WASON.
Hell yeah. All right, man.
And then Lucha Global is Lucha Global LLC. Lucha Global LLC. You can look for us under Lucha Global on
You'll find it. You'll find
Facebook. Yeah, anywhere.
If you
Yeah,
know how to
it's-
use a smartphone and a computer, you'll
Yeah.
fucking find that shit. Lucha Global in El Paso, fucking Texas.
Yeah,
All
it's
right,
everywhere.
listeners, I just want to thank my listeners as usual. Keep sharing, keep spreading the words, keep spreading the word. I'm sorry. Subscribe to the pages. My YouTube. I'm trying to build up the YouTube and provide more video, just like I'm recording right now with Sammy. So more video as he recommended and others have recommended. We might be doing more live stuff. So again, just keep liking it. Keep giving us feedback. I may read. If you post a comment or something positive, I may read it on the next episode. So with that said, this is Sweet Jesus Radio. Thank you for playing.
El Paso, we love you.
Sweet Jesus Radio.